Hello, everyone. We're here after another episode of Heartland Season 16. The latest episode of the season was called Into the Wild, and it saw the return of one character whom we haven't been seeing for a long time, Shane. It was also a shaky episode for Lisa and Jack, as the couple had a misunderstanding about Lisa's job. We also witnessed an unusual guest visiting the Heartland Ranch, a zorse left behind at an abandoned zoo. Of course, it was Amy who dealt with him, and Parker, Logan, and even Finn helped her. Let's go over what happened in the episode and see what all of these mean for future episodes. Let's first talk about Amy and how she was trying to deal with the zorse. At the beginning of the episode, Parker called Amy and informed her about animals left alone at an abandoned zoo. And when people talked about a horse, Parker immediately thought about Amy, and that's why he called her. When Amy looked at the animal, she realized it wasn't a horse at all. It was a zorse, a mix of a zebra and a horse. Throughout the episode, we saw Amy struggling to train the animal, and no matter what she tried, the zorse didn't want to learn. He was wilder than he was tame. And in the end, even though it was a hard decision, she decided to let him go into the wild where he truly belonged. Another noteworthy event of the episode was Tim and Jessica's journey to New York. While Jessica was excited about her photography exposition, Tim was more nervous about meeting Shane. After Tim called Shane last episode to meet him in New York, Shane didn't respond, which made Tim even more anxious. Shane finally texted Tim and said he couldn't make it. Tim was devastated, but right when Jessica's show ended, Shane showed up. Tim messed up at first and said something disappointing, which he himself realized was wrong. Shane was discouraged, so he wanted to leave, but Jessica encouraged Tim to go talk to him again. This time, Tim was more successful. He said everything that was in his heart. He spoke about how he shouldn't have left the distance between them too wide and that he should have tried harder. Shane agreed, but said he was at fault too. They hugged, making us almost cry our eyes out. They promised to stay in touch and have a better relationship from now on, which we had been waiting for a long time. We're happy that Tim finally found the courage to fix things up with Shane, and he, in return, was able to forgive him. This was an incredibly sweet moment for all Heartland fans. The last storyline we should talk about is Lisa and Jax. Although we believe all this couple's problems arise from a lack of expressing their feelings, it's still lovely to see them get over their issues together. Jack was clearly upset that Lisa was leaving Heartland all the time. On the other hand, Lisa realized Jack was upset but didn't want to talk about it. In the end, though, Lisa talked about how it was difficult for her to leave her home. She mentioned how she loved her job but hated traveling. Jack was happy to hear this because he believed Lisa didn't miss him as much as he missed her. After he learned that it was also difficult for Lisa to be away from Jack, he wasn't upset anymore. Although not much happened in this episode, we feel like it was an episode that wanted to prepare us for what comes next. Especially at one point, Finn and Amy looked so in love that we thought they could kiss each other at any second. There were no words, but their gazes and looks were enough. We believe we will see these two become even closer in the next episodes. Let's see how that will turn out. As for Lisa and Jack, we don't think they will have a problem with their relationship. At one point in the episode, Lisa hinted at her job and traveling being too tiring and that she was too old for it. So maybe she will stop working or find a way to continue doing her job at Heartland. Lastly, we are hopeful for Tim and Shane's relationship. We believe they only have a bright future ahead of them. We are not sure about Jessica and Tim, though. Jessica was truly heartbroken to learn that no art critics or commissioners wanted to come to her show. And her friend Ezra thought this was because of the subject of her photography, cowboys. He said no one was interested in cowboys and horses anymore. This may be just a hurtful comment, but it could also dishearten Jessica from taking photos at Heartland. Maybe she'll want to change where they live so she can take different pictures. We'll see what happens. That's all from us for now. Tell us about what you thought of this episode. Did you like it? Leave your comments in the section below. Don't forget to like and share this video. Subscribe to our channel for similar videos. See you soon.